and welcome to the Computer Game Show. My name's David Turner. I'm here with Sean Bell.
Hiya.
And returning is James Farley.
Hello.
And returning is Matt Murray.
Hello.
Matt Murray, back in the house.
Back in his house.
Well, he's always been in a house. They didn't steal the house.
He's never could have done.
James is like, I'm back in the house as well, but but Matt's back. Do you know what I mean? Like when two people go on up a gap year and you're more excited to see one of them than the other. How's it going, Matt?
I'm doing well. I'm feeling good at the moment. Obviously, a lot of my shit has gone, but that was 3 weeks ago, and it's all in the past.
What's your current status?
Mostly, everything's gone. Insurance has covered everything, and the checks and stuff arrived today.
And did you cash them straight away?
They were no, because I had work, so that'll be tomorrow.
Out, Matt.
I'm going to say checks. What year is this?
I know. I don't know how long do checks take to cash these days? Because I haven't cashed one since like the 90s.
I said the checks, because we get checks every now and then, and I mean the majority of the ones we cash they get done same day. So you could be sitting there playing Overwatch, well, recording this podcast, but playing Overwatch the moment it's finished with me and your pals, but instead you're holding out till E3.
Do that. Yeah, it'll be foolish for me to buy a new console now a week before E3. It'll be crazy.
This is what I'm trying to tell you though. You've got the wrong mentality. You're not buying a new console.
Absolutely, I am.
You're replacing your stuff.
I could be buying the new ones. Basically, we're getting to this obviously very, very soon, but they're going to almost certainly announce new consoles. If they do, then they're going to be a price drop for the old ones. So I can get way more. Or I can just wait for the new ones. I don't know. I'm not going to... If anyone asks me, hey, Matt, should I buy an Xbox or PS4 now? I'll say, absolutely not. You'd be mental to do it now. This E3 is literally, next week. So
yeah, but if they said, I've had all my shit stolen, should I replace it? You should go, replace it. What are you doing?
I'll say, no, I'll wait.
Get your life
new
back
consoles
together.
are coming out.
Get your fucking life back together.
I think Matt is making a shrewd decision. However, this does make me wonder if he arranged to have his house burgled on purpose.
Yeah.
Well,
with E3 on the...
If anyone from Legal in General was listening, I didn't.
He was sitting around and he was just like, do you know what? We need a clear out. Let's just let's hire someone
around the corner. E3. Choo-choo.
The funniest story to come out of this whole thing, right, was after Matt got burgled, he wanted to make his house the most secure place on earth. So he's decided to replace all the windows, all the doors, and he installed a new burglar alarm system. What was it? £500 this thing was?
Yeah, well, that's fairly standard. I didn't install it myself, but we got one fitted, obviously, because I'm not having any pricks
fairly standard, but it doesn't work if the day you buy it, like the morning after you buy it, you walk downstairs and realise your wife's left the back door open. There's no...
That did happen, yeah. Words were had. I can't believe what you've done. Yeah, anyway, we are very much safety conscious now, so yeah. Yeah, short story, everything got nicked, but I'll be back on the horse soon.
When's the stream coming back?
When I get my shit back together.
That's what all of 4 people have been asking.
Well, yeah.
When is that fucking stream coming? When is he going to get back to Uncharted 4?
I feel like we should point out
that was the worst bit. The fact I was halfway through Uncharted 4 and...
I was going to say, I feel like we should point out that like when we first got the news, we were nice. And that this isn't our honest reaction.
Well, this is what annoyed me because Capone Adam, who some of you may know, in fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of you will know from the Joypod episodes we did. The Joypod episodes, like they were a one-off or whatever.
Phase that we had.
Yeah, that Joypod phase. He texted myself and Matt in our little group that we've got that rarely gets used anymore, and put this really long, really nice message to Matt saying, I hope you're okay, I hope the family's well and all that. I didn't get one of those when I was burgled. Like, no one gave a shit. It's absolutely shocking behaviour.
Very different relationship. I mean,
That's true.
People also kind of think that you've got it coming, Dave.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fair enough. I can't really contest that point. James, how have you been? Where were you last week?
It was half term, so we went away.
Where did you go?
We went to the southwest, to Devon.
Oh no.
How was Devon? How was she?
It was all right. It wasn't. It's really boring. There's nothing exciting at all about it. Although we did go to Cardiff as well, which was also not very exciting.
Yeah, Cardiff's
all right.
Oh, it's not.
I've been to Cardiff a few times. The only problem I have with going to places like Cardiff, every time I've been there, I've had some Welsh guy getting all up in my face about rugby. and like I have to go. I don't care about rugby, mate. And they're like, oh, I bet you like that football. Oh, football shit. Okay, all right. If you don't like football, that's what I don't know what you want from me here. Do you want me to get angry? I don't.
You just say, look, I agree. Charlotte Church is a princess. That's all I've got. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I like Rob Brydon and
the other ones. Tom Jones is another one, isn't he?
Yeah,
another one. Yeah, and but
Alice
it just
Jones.
Do you know how much it will hurt if they beat us in the Euros? Like now, after it'd just be a nightmare. I really hope we thrash them. Sorry, Welsh listeners, but I'm sure you people are all right. But
so we've got at least one. So
Yeah.
he's going to kill me. So
because you know Joe's dad, right? He lives in Wales, right? He moved up there. His wife's Welsh and stuff like that. And he told me that he likes going to the pub. And they've given him a nickname in there. All the local people that drink in there have given him a nickname. And his nickname is simply English. That's it.
Classic.
Just English. Oh, look,
What's
there's
a
English,
nickname?
they say when I walk into the pub. Oh, hello, English.
John English would have been better, but just simply English.
say,
Imagine being from any other country and getting just that. Like, don't think it'll be seen as quite the same, do you know what I mean?
Oh, they kind of do the same thing in China. Like you just walk in somewhere and they just say foreigner, and they just shout foreigner at you. It's not
Yeah.
joking. Yeah.
Was
No, I
it Nigel
know.
Farage up there in China now? Is it? He should move there. Be well respected. Right, this is the E3 prediction show where we stick our necks on the line and come up with predictions for E3. As do you. We've got a sheet in front of us full of messages and stuff and predictions that we're going to read out and sort of decide whether they're good or not. I say a sheet in front of us. It's a Google Doc that James forgot to fill out until we started recording the show. So,
I was playing Doom. It's a good game.
one thing that is extremely depressing, right, is that here's what we're doing. Right, next week we did this on Joypod. I'm going dark on the internet. I'm turning Twitter off. I'm turning Facebook off. I'm just getting it all out of my life for 2 days, staying completely in the dark. I've told
It's
all
very
my
much
friends.
a win-win for everyone, isn't it? Really.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
brilliant.
You get 2 days off of me. And the idea is that next week these guys are going to tell me what happened at E3 because that way they can go through it properly. You know, they can cover everything, and I can find out for the first time what's happened. The problem is, it don't really work anymore, does it? Because everyone fucking knows what's going to happen. People just announcing shit this week. Like, why?
Yeah, there's been loads,
why?
isn't there, today?
I think everyone's just worried about being lost in the big, sort of, amongst all the other announcements. But it does take the shine off a little bit.
Well, apart from Nintendo, they haven't announced much.
We'll get to them. But
I think already. I think I've seen 3 pre-trailer trailers today advertising the trailer that's coming next week at E3.
yeah, FIFA have done that, haven't
Yeah,
they?
I saw the one for FIFA. There's one for Watch Dogs 2.
What's the
that-
FIFA tagline?
It's like more real or something. I don't know.
Because the Pro Evolution one's something like control realism or something. And I just thought if there's one thing that Pro Evolution soccer shouldn't be bragging about, it's realism when you're playing as like West Yorkshire White. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really, try and steer away from that a little bit.
Yeah, FIFA's one is football has changed.
Oh, okay.
It's great, isn't it?
I love how bad they're getting. Like, I mean, they at least they've had some sort of link to the game or something. Football has changed. Oh, okay, is it? It's just fucking bizarre. Right, okay. So how do you want to do this? Should we just go through them one by one?
Do you want me to just quickly list what's on and when, in case anyone needs to write this shit down?
Yeah, let's do it in order.
Okay, so first off, we've got EA, which is 9 p.m. on the Sunday, which I think is Sunday the 11th.
Okay,
No, 12th.
we won't do predictions for this one, but I think we should all predict a celebrity, and let's try. let's give 2 celebrities that might turn up, a realistic one and like a bombshell one. Let's start with Matt.
Who might appear at the EA press conference?
Yeah, because last year they had Pele, right?
I was going to say, yeah, he was going to be my pick.
Oh, well, you reckon they're just going to wheel him out again?
Yeah, why not? He's done it a few years on the... No, was it a few years back he did Ubisoft? And he was an absolute hero as well, because there was some technical fuck up, and he just carried on.
Did you just get a ball out and start kicking it about? There you go, lads.
I've got some Puma Pele trainers. Did you know that?
What did he say? Didn't he offend a bunch of Americans when he did it?
I don't know.
One? He said something about, what all you think of is football is not real football. Something like that. All upset.
Because wasn't that the ill effect? Because there was that, and there was technical issues, and I think wasn't that the same one where they had fucking James Cameron on and nearly put everyone in a coma? Because it was like 4 a.m, and everyone was already having doubts about whether or not they should have stayed up, and then they wheeled James Cameron out, and he was just talking about the world of Avatar for literally about 15-20 minutes, but it felt like hours.
Did he start handing 3D glasses out? Just halfway through. Look, you can see me in 3D now. No, go on, Matt. Come on.
Yeah. So I mean, it's Sunday the 12th, isn't it? Sunday the 12th is the EA press conference. I know he'll probably be busy with really important things he's got to do, but obviously the person we all want, is Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson's got to be
he's I was going to say Louis van Gaal. I think that'd be he'd be amazing.
Do you reckon there'll be a big football man? Well, I mean, Mourinho's been everywhere recently, so maybe him.
No, I think Mourinho. Isn't it Mourinho's voiceover on the trailer?
Yeah, it was.
It is as well, isn't it?
That would be amazing if he was there. I mean,
I think we might have cracked it. Because you imagine if you come out and said, "I'll play this computer game." I mean, you won't get that, Sean, but that's quite.
No, I was talking about Mourinho, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it just reminded me. I found out the other week because I've now got an Amazon Prime subscription. Do you know there's a cartoon with Jose Mourinho in it?
No.
And it's called Mourinho and the Special Ones. And it's literally it's about him signing some kid and his mates to be footballers, and it's got moral lessons in every episode and stuff. It sounds absolutely nuts.
He can't voice it,
That's
right?
the extent of my Jose Mourinho knowledge.
That's more than I knew. That's brilliant.
There's no way he voices that. They've got to get an actor in. That's weird. Yeah, I would go with that. Let's go with Jose Mourinho. Is it Mourinho?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I know, whatever. Yeah, so we'll do that as a collective one. As a wild card, who would EA bring out onto the stage?
Rylan? I don't know what, but Battlefield 1? I don't know.
Why don't someone, I don't understand why they wouldn't pick someone like that to present. I've always said this, they always seem to go with either developers or boardroom people to present these big things. Why wouldn't they just pay a proper celebrity to come out and present the full thing?
Well, a few people do.
Yeah, I mean, Aisha Tyler does. Was it Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Oh, does she?
She's always pretty good. I mean,
was it Ubisoft that used to have Mr. Caffeine?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, that's probably what tipped it.
For all their attempts to pick people who are energetic and exciting, they do often fuck that.
Yeah, because it doesn't. Do you remember when Jamie Kennedy did it?
Yes.
And he just ended up insulting everybody. It was terrible.
Oh, I think I do remember that. That's the problem, isn't it? Because as celebrities want to be cool, but there ain't nothing cool about presenting one of these things ever. I mean, look at what that fella from Community did to Jeff Keighley on the.
Oh God! Yeah, was it Video Games Live or what was that?
That was the Game Awards show.
The Game Awards. Oh God, that was horrendous.
What was it? What did Vernon Kay did one?
Oh, you're kidding! Really?
Yeah, and it was. No, I remember I was gutted because I was trying to find
joysticks, right?
Was it Golden Joy? I think it was the Golden Joysticks. And I was trying to find it on YouTube, and I was gutted because I couldn't. But there's just this one bit where I can't remember if he'd just come out on stage, but basically his opening gambit was him just going, "I am so addicted to games."
Oh yeah,
I remember that. That was horrendous. That was really, really bad.
But someone could actually do something good with it. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me that you wouldn't be more interested in the Microsoft press conference if Ant and Dec was presenting it.
Yeah,
I fucking would, just to see what they do with it. I mean, all right, in the middle of a road, and they're funny and everything, but I don't know, someone half decent presenting other than some.
You see, that's you say Ant and Dec, middle of the road, but if you get them presenting an E3 thing and you fucking see how it's done, mate, Like, the middle of the road, but there is a skill to that.
Oh, totally. When we went to see the X Factor, that time that Tony Edwards from Fountain Studios totally hooked us up. We would like sit in front row, and Dermot O'Leary was there. Yeah. And you watch Dermot O'Leary, and you're like, did anyone could do this job? Why is he so special and getting all this work? And then when you sit in the studio watching what he's doing, you're like, that guy's genius. I don't know how he's doing this. Like, and looking so relaxed and like it doesn't matter. I just imagine like them going, okay, Dave, anyone could do this, yeah? All right, you present this week. And then like it just, the X Factor, and then, like all the judges come down, and then it cuts to me, and I'm just staring at the camera like for hours. Just a tear rolls down my face. And I just shout it.
Here's Leona Lewis. Here's Shea Ward.
You remind me of a young Ricky Gervais.
Here's Steve Brookstein.
Right, okay, so that's E3. Sorry. That's EA, right? Like, what's next?
That's my job, isn't it? Bethesda, but the Bethesda is at 3 a.m. here on Monday morning. So, I mean, I'm thinking, because Sony's at a stupid time the day after, so I'm thinking maybe I'll just go in all the way and just get myself into that body clock for 2 days.
Sean, do it. I'm doing it. I've got Monday and Tuesday booked off.
What are you doing, Matt?
24/7. It's E3. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
It's better than Christmas.
I've got time booked, but my excuse is I'm away over the weekend, and I thought, well, I'm going to want a couple of days at home to myself anyway, and it's E3. So
I don't think I'm in a good place in my life, right? Because I am not. This is the least excited I've been about E3, like ever. I'm not excited about this E3 at all. And the bits that I've watched leading up to it, I've been extremely grumpy about. Like that, what is the Agents of Mayhem? The guys that did Saints Row are doing this. They've just put their reveal trailer up for Agents of Mayhem, and I watched it and thought, this looks fucking shit. There were a few gags in there, and I was like, mate, you wrote some genuine gaming comedy. Mm-hmm. Why is this now what you're doing? Like, one of the superheroes is too caught up with being a celebrity.
Satire.
And I found myself falling into that sort of Twitter forum grumpy mode. Yeah. I like to be more Matt than James Farley, is what I'm saying. and I was definitely slipping into James Farley right about there. Ugh. Did anyone else see that? No,
I haven't seen it. No.
I saw the link, but I didn't view a trailer. So what? It just looks bad, or just looks?
Well, it's just what it looks like they're doing is the natural progression, right? Because Saints Row went from being a GTA clone to a superhero game pretty quickly, and
over the course of like
4
8
games.
Years.
Well, yeah, but 4 games. Like, I mean, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Saints Row 4 and look at the first one. You're kind of like, what?
The first one.
How did we get here?
So weird.
But like, there was like everyone topped the one that come before it. Like, not in terms of quality, but in terms of what happens. Like, because first of all, you're just a gangster, and then I can't remember what happens in the second one.
Well, 2, it just grew a fucking sense of humour, didn't it?
And and then. Like 3, the really Saints silly. Become. Is that the one they become superheroes? No, celebrities.
No, celebrities, yeah. And
celebrities,
it was just like
and then the next one they become superheroes.
Yeah.
And now what they're doing is just focusing on it. Because, I mean, where do you go from there? Now that it's pretty much, okay, they're just superheroes. It's a superhero game now. And it looks like there are 3 main superhero characters. I don't know how customizable they'll be. It'd be a shame if they lose, like, that from their games, because that was a big part of the last Saints Row game. And it's probably going to be open world. It looks like it's set in a city, and you play one of 3 or all of them, and it's just, I don't know, I don't get it. Far too early to tell that with all that shit. It was literally just a CGI intro trailer, but that's when you want to be showing me characters that I'm going to be interested in. Like, I mean, I went back and watched, and maybe, it's easier to do now going back and watching the Overwatch trailers, the little animated movies that they did, and you're like, okay, I see why there's a base of this game now. Like, these characters are fucking fantastic, even at that early stage. Whereas I watched this and I was like, I hate them all already. I hate them all already. But I don't know. You never know. Could be turned around. Early days, innit? But I've got to cheer up, man.
You do. E3 it's a genuine highlight of my year. I cannot wait.
See, to me, E3 is like Eurovision. Like, yes, it's obviously bad, but it's possible to it's possible to acknowledge.
Why is it obviously bad though, Sean?
Because there's just loads of middle-aged cunts in jacket and jeans.
Who cares about that? Just focus on the games. That's what I think.
No. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's possible to acknowledge everything that's horrific about something, but still enjoy it sincerely. And that's part
of the fun, though. Like one of the things I like about E3 is when, like, you're saying you want to get like Anton Deck to like host stuff so it's more exciting. I love it when it all falls apart. It's much more entertaining. The 1 million troops and the whole thing. It's like that's the stuff you remember from E3, not when it was really good. You remember the stuff when they totally mess up, and it's more entertaining.
Are you conscious of the fact that now everyone watches these streams and tries to be as cutting as they can on Twitter? Has it stopped you tweeting stuff?
Yeah, I don't. I don't really do Twitter during the conferences. We do, like, say, we have this like little Midnight Resistance chat room. It used to be the Dark Zero chat room, and basically only
soon to be the computer game show chat room.
Yeah. And basically, if you set up like an IRC chat room and say, look, if you want to come and talk to us about the conferences while they're on, come and join this IRC chat room. That's a pretty good dickhead filter, because like, generally only people who aren't arseholes are going to bother turning up, whereas everyone's got a Twitter account. So it's quite nice just having the little chat room. That's where, I've basically just issued a challenge for arseholes to turn up and ruin it now. But it's good fun doing that. But Twitter itself, I don't really bother.
What are you going to be doing, Matt? Like, while it's going?
I don't know. A few years ago, I'll do the whole sort of live tweeting or going on Rollmark and trying to keep up with the forum posts. But then I just realised I wasn't even watching the conference. And then we had a few years where we basically had like an open Skype chat. So people just added me, and we got loads of people in that. I don't know what I'm going to do this year because Twitter, it doesn't work. So I'm just too busy concentrating on that. Forums too quick. I don't know. I'll probably just go into Midnight Resistance chat room.
Yes.
I'll need to do something.
The 3 a.m. ones, it'll be me, you, and Gary Dutton.
Brilliant. That's all I need.
You're going to be sharpening your knives, aren't you, to throw at your computer, James?
No.
Okay. Right. These are all good predictions. Right. What's
we are 20 odd minutes in. We haven't even talked about any of the main ones. Should we get on with Microsoft?
Microsoft, 5:30 p.m. on the Monday.
Okay, I want to start with James. What's your first prediction you got down in front of you?
Well, this is the thing that's quite difficult because, as you said, they've revealed a lot of stuff. And I think that the main focus of... Well, they have, haven't they? I think
they have, yeah. They fucked up one of my predictions.
I think the main thing that they're going to focus on is this whole thing of like the end to the traditional console cycle. I reckon that's going to be a thing.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be that. But the other thing I think they might announce, which is this is completely, probably very unlikely, but I reckon there's going to be new controllers with mics built in to take advantage of Cortana.
I think that's a strong shout.
You literally nicked my prediction there, James.
Well, it's an obvious one, isn't it? Loads of people have been saying it over Twitter and stuff, but
that's why I said it.
The rumours were that there's going to be a revise. There's enough rumours to support the fact that they're going to be revising the pad, which, fair enough. As long as it comes in at the same price as the standard pad, then all good. I'll probably get one at the end of the year. The microphone thing makes total sense.
Oh, hang on, how does the microphone thing... I've heard nothing about this, you see. So how does the microphone thing work?
It's just a guess. It's just a complete guess.
Okay.
It makes total... Well, the reason why people are saying it is because they've moved Cortana onto Xbox One now.
Okay.
And they want people to use it. And James said something really weird in the chat today, and I said, shut up and save it for the show. He was going, see, Kinect is dead because now they're using the headsets.
No, it's true. They did a thing today where they did like a video showing the preview of the next dashboard, and one of the things they said was that like you can use Cortana with just like a microphone instead. You don't need to use Kinect, and they even said like the quality's better. Like they said, it's like
but
it's
you ain't walking
you
around your front room with your Kinect on, with your headset on all times, are you?
But if you've got a controller, you can do it through that. If you see what I mean.
Okay, so the mic on the controller isn't. Sorry, go on.
But I mean, the thing is, right, is you're saying, okay, from anywhere you're in, you can say stuff to Xbox and it'll do it, which is true. But usually, you have to say it at least 3 times before it actually does
it. you always use your own personal experience.
It's true. It's not just me. You have a look around. Loads of people say the same thing. That you have to say it like at least 3 times most stuff.
Maybe I've just worked out a way to say it properly, like with English and words and that.
Enunciate.
I mean, it's not as precise as I want it to be. I can't just say, Xbox on and it just comes on. I've literally got to say it in a certain way.
If you can't even do that on the first thing, it doesn't work.
Why do you get so angry about this?
Because I don't understand why you think it's so great when it's clearly flawed.
I mean, it is flawed. I understand it's flawed, but I just don't. I'm not as angry with it as you are. I don't use it as much anymore because I've had 2 faulty Kinects, which sucks. But like, I just it doesn't infuriate me. When it was working, it was perfect. We'd use it all the time, and you're just like, yeah, but it's failed, David. It's dead. I want it dead, and I want to put it in a skip. It's just.
I see where Farley's coming from in that, like, although the gripes with it are relatively minor, it's one of those things that unless it's completely seamless, suddenly you're just like, well, I may as well just use a fucking controller then.
Yeah, no.
Like, it sort of has to be perfect in order for it to be this really smart, clever, seamless thing.
There is still stuff like, recording game plan stuff that I just think voice is a hell of a lot better for.
Yeah.
And when it's working, then, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it works enough times. If you're watching something on Netflix, just to say, pause, play, etc., it works enough times for me to wish PS4 had it. I know it does have some form of voice control, but it's nothing like Xbox. And the fact you can just like turn it on and then you can shout from the from the other room, play this and turn this on and play and pause and open Netflix all with your voice. And when it does work, it's brilliant. And it works for me 8 times out of 10. It's really good when it does work, but it is definitely infuriating when it doesn't. And the flaws maybe seem bigger than they really are. But
it must be my heavy accent, which is stopping me from detecting me.
Very, very broad accent you got there.
Yeah. The thing is with the mic in the pad, the only thing that would concern me is battery life, to be honest with you, which is kind of pathetic, but these pads have incredible battery life, and if the microphone has to be active at all times, that could be a problem.
Unless it's not active at all times and it's a bit like the Apple TV remote, which is like you press a button and then it does it.
Yeah, but then by that point, you've got the pad in your hand, and you might as well just press the on button on the pad. Like,
yeah, because I basically had the same prediction. I figured that they would announce a new controller. It would have Cortana built in, but I wasn't sure whether it would have it will automatically pick up, you saying "Hey Cortana" and automatically do the commands, or there would be a specific button. But as Dave says, it'd be pointless you having to hold the button down to say Cortana record that, and when you're in the middle of a game, the joy of it currently is you can say Xbox record that whilst playing a game. You don't have to take your hands off the pad, and it does record the last 30 seconds or whatever it is of footage. I mean, it would be a lot better if it was always recording, just like the most recent Motorola devices and Siri and everything else. But I would love it if I did that, and it would make sense. Especially with Kinects not being as prevalent as they once were.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So let me give you my first prediction that I've got in front of me. See, I like the fact that you guys have gone with, things that everyone's been saying anyway, but I've I've gone for a little bit more. Microsoft are going to announce that Oculus Rift is coming to Xbox.
See, not necessarily Oculus, but I do think they're going to have to come out with some sort of VR solution.
But I think it's absolutely going to be Oculus.
Yeah.
I think
it has to be at this point.
Yeah.
If they start developing VR now, I think they'll be too far behind.
Yeah,
the curve.
The problem is whether it'll work with the older systems, whether they'll have some sort of solution to buy, some sort of subsidized CPU thing. I don't know.
I reckon
what?
I reckon they'll do the thing where...
Well, no, subsidised is the correct word, but subsidised CPU. Just explain that a bit more.
I don't know. I'm not that much of a nerd.
Dave.
I'm not that much of a nerd.
Or a subsidised CPU system. Sean, what's your one?
What's it called? What's it called then?
What he means is, I don't know what the term is, but you just mean it's going to take some of the CPU overhead off the console itself, right?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, yes, God. We challenged him. He can't back it up.
What's that thing that comes with PSVR?
You're talking about the breakout box,
helmet.
Right?
Yeah, breakout box. It'll come with a breakout. Maybe it'll come with a breakout box. I don't think it will. I think this will be their driving force for trying to get people to get the next Xbox.
The only thing is, the Oculus is fucking expensive. Because PSVR is like, what, 350? 300?
Yeah. So 349. Whereas obviously currently Oculus is what? 700 quid? 500 quid? I'm not sure what the UK version is.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same draw, does it? But, I mean, Matt's got some sort of vendetta against PSVR. He absolutely despises it.
I've pre-ordered one for Dave. I've pre-ordered one. Well, we've been over some many times. Just to stick with your, prediction. We'll come to mine later.
So that's my one. Okay, Sean, what have you got? What's your first for Microsoft?
I can't even remember if they've confirmed this or not already, so they might have, in which case this is a fucking waste of everyone's time. But like Farley was saying, this sort of half-step new console, same as Sony are doing. Has Microsoft a threatened one as well, right? Or is that just rumours?
Yeah, they've totally threatened one.
There's two rumours I'm hearing, right? The first being that they're going to go for a proper upgrade next year, release it next year. But
Xbox Scorpio.
The other rumour I've heard is that they're going to announce a Slim to be out before the end of the year. So like an Xbox One Slim, a very small version.
Right, yeah.
And people are kind of saying maybe it won't have the TV stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the idea was they were supposed to be both. It's like a Slim this year and then next year the Scorpio comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I mean, it would make sense not to have the HDMI out this time.
Yeah, HDMI in, you mean?
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't connect to any TV.
Repeat that again, Matthew. You could get him, Sean.
I wasn't being I was just making sure I hadn't misunderstood.
No, this is good. But yes.
What were you saying, Sean?
I think was it Farley said originally that there's gonna be this shift now from do you know what, one console every 10 years, we're being too nice. Let's start iterating a bit more quickly and a bit more gently.
I hate that.
I know, I think it's shit as well, but I have a feeling this is going to happen.
I mean, it's really just like treating the machines like their PCs is kind of the same kind of thing, but in a sense worse because it's like a PC in a closed system where you can't do anything. It's not...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because obviously that stuff works on PC where you get a certain type of audience. Will a console audience put up with it? I don't know, they've been putting up with more and more PC-esque stuff over the last 10 years, patches, buying games online and downloading them and then not being able to swap them with your mates. Fucking crashes.
I mean, I think it really depends on how long they'll continue to support older hardware. If like the Xbox One I've got, if it still lasts 5 or 6 years before it's totally impossible to play anything, then maybe it's not such a terrible thing. But
I just don't know how developers are going to work with it.
I was going to say it's a headache for devs, isn't it? Because at least with the PC, you make your game and you put it out at whatever spec it requires, and that's your choice. Whereas on the consoles, you've got all the certification hoops to jump through, and those hoops will be your game has to work on the old machine, and it can't be shit on the old machine, but it has to be better on the new one. And
do you know the saddest thing? And all right, this is a pathetic thing to cling on to, but do you remember your Dreamcast, Sean?
Yes.
How much did you love that console?
Fucking loads.
Do you remember your N64, James?
Yeah.
How much did you love that console? That's going to go. That's going to go. You're not going to fall in love with a console anymore. Because you're not going to spend that amount of time with it, and it's not going to feel that important when a new one comes out.
David,
it won't.
Are you not going to fall in love with Windows 10, David?
I'm not going to fall in love with Xbox. Oh my God, do you know 6th generation.
Do you know what? Oh, fuck off, man. do you know what I really loved? I love my Xbox 1.867. Yeah, that was the console of my generation.
The thing is, right, this is probably well beyond this E3, but the way things are going, I think. So, with your mobile phone, yeah, the reason the iPhone took off, not just because it was cool, but like if the iPhone had come out and just went, right, it's 500 quid for a nice little computer you put in your pocket, everyone had gone, well, no, that's stupid. But because it went, it's a phone, you can pay for it monthly, everyone went, right, okay. We're paying monthly subscriptions for our PS4 and our Xbox now. So what if they just went, right, it's now 20 quid a month, but you don't pay for the console. But you're tied in for, 3 years? And then consoles can get in that. Yeah, I mean, then consoles can get into that same hardware cycle that phones are currently enjoying. And I'm not saying I want that at all. But you can see that is a way they could potentially sell it to us.
Absolutely. That definitely wouldn't surprise me at all. That, you can have a subscription model,
because you're absolutely right about phones, but it's playing with expectations, isn't it? I mean, you expect to, when I went into this generation of gaming consoles, spending £300 for a PS4 and £300 for an Xbox or whatever it was, I expected it to last 7 years, and okay, it could potentially do that even with the new hardware out. Yeah, I mean, why not? The 360 did.
Well, yeah, the 360 did because there was a recession, other things happened for it to elongate, the generation. But before that, they've been on average 4 years.
Really? Console generations are average of 4 years.
Yeah, it's nowhere 8 years. 8 years was definitely an anomaly.
James, you're better at this stuff. What was?
Well, think about it. The PS2 ran for ages, and so I mean, the original PlayStation did as well.
They're both about 10 years apiece, weren't they, at least?
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't 10 years before a new console came out. It's just that those consoles kept going after the new ones.
Well, it weren't 4 years either, though, Matt.
Well, okay. I don't get me on. I'll get on Wikipedia after this and prove all you're all wrong.
We'll be up to PlayStation 9 on your rule, I think.
Yeah,
fine. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fearing change, and maybe I just need to grow up a little bit. But there is a part of me that's just thinking, I don't want this. Like I like knowing that. And look what happens when you work with like the hardware for so many years. You master it. Look at Grand Theft Auto 5 when it came out on the 360. Mm-hmm. That was like, I still can't believe that this console, which was 7 years old at that point, can do this. Like, how does it do this?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's also definitely a major issue.
It's also just because everything's moved to the same like CPUs, like they're all using exactly the same thing, and it's just I don't know. It's not like before where it was like maybe this one's got the edge like in certain a bit because they can program something better. Or it's a shame it's going to go.
Yeah, it is also different this generation because people aren't having to spend 2-3 years learning custom architecture, learning the Emotion Engine for PS3 and stuff. These are, as Fire said, mostly like off the shelf PC parts, and for developers who are already creating really high-end PC games, for them just to port it over to Xbox One or PS4, the new versions, whatever they may be, it's not like it's very different to how it was back in the day when devs would really need years to really understand custom architecture and stuff. I think it's very different now. But I will do also absolutely think that the more time with one piece of hardware, the more they can get out of it, and it's a shame that probably won't be the case. But because also if you think about the first year to 2 years of the PS4, frame rates all over the place, graphics all over the place. Are we just going to have that perpetually, where there's like maybe a year where it's brilliant, and then then there's like another 2 years of like of weird frame rates, weird graphics and stuff, and then another year of brilliance? I mean, that's what's going to get annoying.
It is, and I don't know. As I said, I'm in a grumpy mood at the moment, and everything just sounds like a bad idea to me. I don't know what's the matter. I need to get out a little bit. I think I need to go on holiday. It's been a couple of years.
Absolutely do. Or we can just watch E3 and just bask in their brilliance.
Yeah. Or avoid it and let you mugs tell me about it later. Right, so what was your prediction there? I didn't even know what was your prediction, Sean?
This whole, new console, but not.
New console. All right, brilliant. So we've had new consoles and mic in the pad from you guys. I've stuck it out there a little bit more.
I haven't given my proper one yet.
Go on then, Matt.
Well, you guys have all chosen ones that we've all been reading about for weeks, so, pretty obvious there. I could say, many things, but I'm going to go with actually, I think they're going to announce a huge increase in backwards compatible 360 and also original Xbox games. I think this is basically
I've got something similar. I've got some, not original Xbox games, but I do have something similar.
This is obviously tying in with a current plan of UWP, which is Universal Windows Platform. One piece of code which is going to work on Windows 10 and Xbox and so on and so forth. And I think they're basically going to try and bring that into fruition by actually talking about previous games which were out years ago. That's also part of this new one platform. I think that's also going to help with regards to sort of maybe getting people who love their 360 to get the Xbox One. Maybe they've gone to another platform and they can say, look, you've probably got hundreds of games on the 360 that you can now play on this. There's not just a small selection. This will also compete with PS Now, which hasn't really been doing an awful lot, and I've got more to say on that a bit later. But I think they're going to have a huge push to show everyone about these digital libraries that obviously that was sort of lost in the Xbox One fuck up when it first got announced. But I think they might go back to that and make a really big deal of, Xbox One can play not just new Xbox One games, not just these new console games, but also your previous games as well.
Yeah.
See, that makes total sense as well, because then if they are just going to push this like one platform like forever, then the whole backwards compatibility thing doesn't become a problem anymore, because it will just continue, so that's not a bad thing, I think.
I went. I've got backwards compatible on my list of things, but I think they're going to make a big deal of Red Dead Redemption coming to backwards compatible, and that'll be the moment where they go, you could play Red Dead Redemption on your Xbox One now. I mean, because they've tested it 3 or 4 times anyway, haven't they? It's popped up here and there. So I think they're going to sort of make a big deal of that's going to be the spearhead for their backwards compatible section. But I can totally see that. I can totally see them opening it up. It's just, I'll be honest with you, I thought there'd be a lot more games on that already. I mean, there's a lot, don't get me wrong. They said, what was that, what was the figure they put out? 30% of the library now backwards compatible or something? Jesus. Which is huge, but then when you look down the list, there's always that game where you're like, oh, is that on there? No.
Yeah.
Like Left 4 Dead, and Left 4 Dead is on there now, isn't it? Jesus. That's a bad example.
Speaking of backwards compatible, one of my biggest bugbears is the whole Walking Dead scenario. Many of us had that on 360, many of us have now got PS4s, and our 360s have gone away. Well, Telltale announced, I think it's yesterday or today, that basically season 3 is coming, and they are working on a cross-platform previous save thing that all your saves go into cloud and you can play it again on another new system. So I hope that is the case, and I can then pick up season 3 of Walking Dead on my PS4. Well, I don't mind playing it on Xbox One if I can do that as well, but I want to play it on one of the next gen consoles.
Yeah.
So really happy about that.
Cool. All right then. Has anyone got anything else?
I've got a couple of other little things. I think there's going to be a live demo of Crackdown 3 because we haven't really heard much.
I've got the same thing, and for it to be confirmed for this year.
Yeah, I think it has to be at this point.
Yeah.
I'd also love to see, there's been no rumours, and I didn't really play this game, but I heard such great things. But why not a new Bulletstorm game? It feels like that sort of ready for another one with the next gen power and whatnot.
What's the Bulletstorm team working on, Sean? Or what was their last game?
I was just thinking because
I thought they were gone. I thought they didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Hang on.
Because don't get me wrong, the game was totally set up for a sequel, but I'm not sure we'll see that. I'm not with you on that one, Matt.
Someone must own new IP, surely. And it was Epic Games. Did they, publish it? Or
I think they just published it. Yeah. Oh, right. The Epic is the parent organisation of People Can Fly.
No, not anymore. It's not.
Are they totally dead now?
It says. I was just having a look here.
Anymore, it's not.
They what the fuck is that? It's like.
Go on, carry on.
Anyway, it's in 2015 they split from Epic.
Oh yeah. Apparently they have retained the license as well. I mean, they've lost quite a few key staff, haven't they? Because Adrian, unpronounceable surname, Pro Gamergate idiot, he made Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Him.
So I don't know what the deal is. If People Can Fly.
Okay, all right. Well, did you have anything else, Matt?
No, that's me.
James?
Nope.
Sean?
Nah.
Let's get a Sony then, shall we? Sony next?
Whoa.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa.
Go on.
PC Gamer, 8 p.m. on
Monday.
Yeah,
the PC Gaming Showcase.
Now, apparently
this magazine.
Apparently this was pretty good, because last year was the first one, wasn't it, I think?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Apparently it was alright. It was on at stupid time, so I missed it. I heard it was pretty cool. cool in terms of PC nerds.
You can say it, Sean.
But I can't actually remember a single thing that they got the exclusive on it. It was probably fucking Guild Wars or something.
Probably Guild Wars, yeah.
But again, this is going to be VR focused, isn't it? Because
you think?
Because I think
VR is so hard to demonstrate on stage. I think people have learned that already. Yeah, I don't know what they can announce, but I will be there watching it, of course.
After that.
I was glancing over PC. Yeah, there's about 3 listeners absolutely raging at you for this.
Oh no! Come on, tell you what,
they're going to beat you up, mate.
Find me and try and beat me up. I bet you can't.
Ubisoft are at 9 PM, so that's probably, unless PC Gamer wraps up pretty swift, they're probably going to end up clashing.
So the Watch Dogs 3
Watch Dogs 2
conference.
Watch Dogs
2 in it.
Whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
I'll be honest. I mean, I'm going to watch it because it's on at a normal time, but I'm not excited.
I don't know. The base idea behind that game was good. If they get everything else right, it might actually turn into something decent. But as James said,
we all
he
said
recently
that
played
about
it.
Assassin's Creed 1, and that's just.
I don't know. There's still some people like that game.
Well, yeah, about fucking 15 million of them. But
James, you gave up, didn't you?
What, on Watch Dogs? No, I finished it, but I didn't bother.
On Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I mean, I've played lots of them, but I got to Revelations and then stopped. And it's one of those ones I want to go back to, but it's not backwards compatible. It's this is the weird thing about the backwards compatible stuff, because there's most of them are, apart from that one for some reason. I don't know why. But
because it sold the least.
It sold the least, do you think?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm just completely plucking that thing. That was when the rot really started setting in, wasn't it? As far as I was.
Yeah, because Brotherhood was the better of them, but then I don't know after that because I haven't played any of them. Although I own most of them, but I've never played them. It's because they kept doing those sales where it's like, here's Assassin's Creed Unity for £2. I'm like, okay.
I mean, you know what I'm like with Assassin's Creed. I take any opportunity to slag it off. I own most of the series. Just because it's like, do you know what? Oh, it's £2 on Steam. I'll try. I'll try again. And no, every time. Forget it. Apart from Black Flag, which is alright.
I didn't like the first one. Everyone went Black Flag's really good, actually. And then I didn't like that either. So that's me out officially. But there you go. Ubisoft have been on an absolute fucking roll this year. And towards the end of last year.
So. Most time when they announce something at E3, it looks good. I mean, Watch Dogs and that one blew everyone away. The Division blew everyone away.
New Far Cry, will we see
that?
Hang on,
Watch Dogs didn't blow everyone away. Most people say it's really average.
No, when they
showed it off. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm looking forward to seeing whatever blows us away. Then is
but
this year
they had well at the end of last year they had Rainbow Six, then they had Far Cry Primal, Trackmania, and there was another really really decent Ubisoft game, wasn't there?
What was that
Division was all right.
There's Ubisoft last year showed some medieval combat thing that looked like a good laugh. And I've forgotten the name of it, and I've heard nothing about it since.
I don't remember that.
Because I gave up halfway through, and then towards the end, getting tweets off people, they're showing something that looks well up your street. And it was, sort of semi-realistic, sort of team-based online medieval swords and shields fuckery.
Quick fire round. Will they show a new Far Cry, Sean?
Time in it. I mean, Primal was a bit of a half step. So
I said quick fire.
Far Cry 5.
James.
No.
Fire. Okay, so Sean, what were you going to say?
I was going to say because Far Cry Primal happened and was a sort of a bit of a diversion, which sort of. I mean, you really liked it, didn't you?
It's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite Far Cries. It was certainly better than Blood Dragon, and it was. I would say it was definitely better than 4, which I really enjoyed anyway. Maybe not as good as 3, but I don't know. I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I mean, it's got to be going for next to nothing in most places now. So I would, if that one passed you by, go back to it because it was fucking really good.
Yeah, no, it felt like it was not necessarily like the fucking B teams put this together, but just it was a bit of a gamble, and there was no way they were going to be working on that without another normal one already in the pipeline. You know what I mean?
It wasn't a numbered one, was it?
Yeah.
It was a subtitle one, which becomes a little bit blurry in this day and age. But I think they'll keep to Far Cry 5 for the next one. But we'll see. Okay, next conference.
PlayStation.
Here we go. Can I start
This
with
is
mine?
the big one.
Because I'm just worried that people obviously they're going to show PlayStation VR.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for a game that that's going to be the one that's going to blow everyone's mind, that they're going to announce with it.
Yeah.
And this is going to be one of those things where I say the game and then Matt will go, well, no, they've already confirmed that they would never go down that route. I reckon PlayStation VR Grand Theft Auto 5.
No.
Actually.
I reckon that's going to be the game that makes everyone go, holy shit, fuck!
Well, one of my predictions was big PSVR exclusive title, and to get like a GTA game with VR compatible would be mind blowing.
I don't think it'll be an exclusive. There's no way.
I'm just saying that one of my predictions is I think it's similar to that. I mean, if they had that GTA with VR, I think that'd be.
Hold on, that's not a prediction, is it?
What?
That they'll have an exclusive game for PSVR. That's what you're saying. Well, is that your prediction?
That's one of many I've got, Dave. I'm just saying
that's
it's
not
sort
a prediction,
of linked
though, is
in with
it?
yours. Just carry on.
That's not a prediction, man.
No.
You pick a fucking title.
Oh, okay. Well, let's listen to your GTA story first.
No, all I'm saying is that they've already got the first-person mode in there. Modders have already made it Oculus Rift compatible.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems like if Sony chucked a decent amount of money at Rockstar to do it, I think they'd be on board with it, and I think that would be the killer app for that. That's the game that they'll be pushing for the PSVR experience, because everyone knows Grand Theft Auto. Everyone got overexcited about the first-person mode. Add VR into it, I think people go insane, and it would shift a lot of units.
It'd be smart as well to have because obviously the headset's $350 whatever. And then he's thinking, but then I've got to buy all VR compatible games for it. If they just went, here's a fucking massive game that you probably already own
and love,
and really like, that's going to help, isn't it?
That's my shout.
I'll definitely play through that game a third or fourth time for that. Definitely.
Of course you would. I mean, everyone would, even if it's just to walk about in that world, everyone would be bang into that. It just makes so much sense to me. It's whether the console and the subsidized CPU
system.
Are we going
in reverse order this time?
Hold on, I just want you to expand on what you were saying, because you just said words, you didn't offer a prediction.
I'll come back to mine later. I've got plenty more.
I want to hear it, Matt. What would be the killer app that sells it?
I didn't actually think of that. I just thought that there would be something so massive that it's like, it's not just it's going to be an exclusive title that is it's not just like, oh, this is like Sony PSVR. It's like, oh my god, I want, like something that maybe was on Xbox, but they've got it and it's PSVR compatible.
I just got this vision of you next week thinking you've won, because you're going, oh, well, I predicted that there would be an exclusive game, and there is one, so tick for me.
Look, we've already had some quite woolly predictions from your boys Sean and James over there, so I'm not too worried. I think
wait till you hear my next one.
Another console thing. So I'm not too worried about that. Right.
Yeah, but don't join them. Join me.
Yeah,
coming out with wacky shit.
I've got plenty more gold to come. Don't worry about
that. Right. Okay.
Who's next? Is it me or Sean?
Let's go with James.
Okay. I mean, I don't own a PS4, so I don't have much to say on this. But I'd imagine that it's going to be obviously the VR. But I reckon that they will. There's going to be like a major thing, obviously, and I think it's going to be Killzone VR. I think they're going to do something like that.
Oh, I don't think
that would be a total bomb if that is.
I don't know, man. I mean, Sony they definitely think Killzone's better than it is.
Yeah, they definitely do, because they always launch new hardware with it now.
Yeah.
And I could just see that's what they're, it's like, oh, look at this.
That is first party as well. Mm-hmm. This first party makes sense.
But I mean, I know Guerrilla making that. Is it Zero Dawn? No, what was that game Guerrilla announced?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That's been delayed until next year as well.
Yeah, I keep forgetting the name for that as well, man. It does me in.
Yeah,
because the game actually looks all right. But
yeah, today they announced the delay till 2017. But and I'm sure there's probably got multiple teams there. But
yeah,
I don't know. That game being announced last year was so different to anything they've done in the past in terms of Killzone. It felt like almost a clean slate for the studio. But who knows?
Oh, we never. Sorry, just jumping back. I should have said this during the Microsoft one, and it would have sounded like I was knew what I was talking about. Dead Rising 4's possibly leaked, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've seen the artwork for that.
That's exciting.
shrugging. I mean, I enjoyed 3.
Shrugs.
It's good, but it's not. I mean, that for me, that is a launch game rather than a game that I'm going to be excited for.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, right. Okay. So, so James, anything?
As I said, Killzone VR, and I reckon Bloodborne 2. I reckon they'll do that.
I don't think that's going to be their next game. I think it's too early for Bloodborne 2.
It's interesting you should say that.
Go on.
So, rumours are that From Software are working on a VR game. And this isn't so much a prediction as just a very distant hope. But if that is a new Armored Core game, I will there won't be anything left of me by the time that, I'll just fucking evaporate.
What would you do, right? Just as a weird...
Well, we don't need to go into detail.
What would you do, Sean, if From Software said, we're going to let you, like, it's not a game, it's like a walk-in thing, but we're going to let you explore, the Dark Souls 1 world.
Okay, just a first-person walkabout?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I mean, it's not...
Easy to do, isn't it?
It's not... Well, yeah. I mean, it's not something you can hack... Like, I'm not paying 350 quid just for that.
No. But if that was, like, on the demo disc that come with a thing...
Yeah.
Then...
Sorry, Dave. Is it easy to do?
Well, I mean, the 3D space is modelled. I mean, it's really easy to convert things to... well, I suppose... I mean, I'm thinking of Unreal, and highly doubt that game was built in Unreal.
Unreal Editor 1.
But it is easy to take out 3D models and put them straight into VR compatible systems. Like, I mean, I've physically seen it being done in my office, so it's not that much. I mean, it's not like building a brand new game from scratch, is it?
No, not at all. But yeah, I mean, having seen that, like, having spoke to people who've had to go on rigs, I mean, I think we'll see more from rigs as well, because they've only shown a bit of footage, but they are demoing that. So I think we'll see more of that. But knowing that works, so yeah, it gives a new Armored Core with its stupid headset.
Okay, go on, Matt. Let's see one of yours.
Right, you said, I think 2 each. I've got 10. Then we'll come back to some more later. I think they're going to show Red Dead 2. And
I don't know,
do you think they're going to have it?
Yeah, I think Microsoft will have. Oh, we've got Red Dead 1 on Xbox One. And then, like, fast forward a few hours later, and Sony will have Red Dead 2 at their conference. I think they'll also have, like, exclusive single-player DLC.
Have Rockstar ever announced a new game at E3, though?
They have, but only they've done it on Microsoft stage. Like they did, was it GTA 4? Because Peter Moore did that whole tattoo thing, didn't he?
He did.
What, he did a GTA 4 one? I know he did the Halo 2 one.
Yeah, he had a
GTA
4 tattoo as well.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would understand why they'd move over to announcing it on PlayStation stage. That makes more sense, doesn't it? It's the biggest console. I don't think they were with Microsoft because they liked them. I think it was just the fact that there had so many more consoles out there, and now that's shifted. I don't know. I think with something like Red Dead 2, they'd do their own thing where they release that trailer like they did with GTA 5.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of GTA, they have always done that trailer thing for GTA. They've always released like sort of a series of trailers. But Red Dead 2, yes, this, Rockstar are massive enough, and Red Dead's, so sort of revered to the point where, it doesn't matter what they do, people are going to stay up and take notice. But yeah, I could see Xbox just having like, the backwards compatible version, and them having the sort of exclusive footage of Red Dead 2.
I like that you've gone out there a little bit more now, Matt. I like where this is going.
Well, I'm not just like, Googling E3 predictions and then, just, maybe a slim version. Yeah. So I've got a few more, but I don't know if you want, like, how many, has everyone else got a couple more we can go?
Yeah, I've got 2 more left. Sean?
I've got fuck all else, mate.
Right, okay. So I've got Last of Us 2 teased.
Yeah, I've got it on mine.
You got that on yours? Just a short video, Last of Us 2. Here's one, Matt. Do you reckon it will feature Joel and What's-Her-Face? Or new characters?
I mean, I haven't thought a great deal about it. I think it will be in the same universe, but I would like to think actually that it's like a completely different set of people. It's set in the same time zone, same universe.
I totally agree with you, but I don't think it will be. I would much prefer it as different people. I think this will be Joel and what's it? And someone's found out that she's immune, and now they're coming after her, completely destroying everything the last hour of that game did. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Last of Us is one of my favourite games of all time, and so I'd love to see a sequel, but also I'm scared because the first one was so good. But
I've also got Sony will announce the Shenmue 1 and 2 re-release.
Yeah, I've got Shenmue HD collection.
Yeah, not it's not going to be like redesigned, because I don't think that'll be the point. But I've got a feeling that those Shenmue people are going to want a little bit more money during development.
They need to bankroll
sticking the old games out on a disc.
See, that would probably persuade me to get a PS4. I'd love to do that.
Wow. Unbelievable, isn't it? The amount of incredible games that are out for the PlayStation 4, and it's Shenmue 1 and 2 that convinces him to get one. Fuck you, James Farley.
I also think so. I think they will say Shenmue HD collections available, but I would love it if also they show like a 30-second Shenmue 3 trailer, some sort of footage. Do you reckon they can do that? Do you reckon they would? I mean, obviously the Kickstarter launched last year.
I don't know. You know,
I mean, I obviously backed it, and I get sort of just Kickstarter emails every now and then with like some in-game screens and whatnot. They could easily pull together a 30-second trailer.
There'd be less heat if they showed a 10-second trailer of Shenmue 3 and then announced 1 and 2. Then if they just announce 1 and 2, people will think, well, you know, when's 3 coming? All right, this is all right, but when's 3 coming? If they show just like a little short trailer, it's like saying, it's still coming, don't worry about it, but 1 and 2 you can get this year. That makes more sense in terms of making sure people don't go mental at them on the internet, but whether they give a shit about that stuff, I don't know. Any more for Sony? Any more for any more?
We haven't got a Last Guardian release date yet, have we?
Yeah, that's another one of mine, yeah.
I mean, do you reckon there's going to be a stage demo of it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced there will be, like a proper, this is it, this is definitely coming out by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe even a release date, boom. Is that it? We're done with Sony?
How about Hideo Kojima coming out on stage?
Oh, yeah, talking about what he's working on. I mean, I don't know, I assume it's too soon for him to have anything to show.
I can't see him showing much. Maybe like a tech demo. I'm not sure if that would
he's one of those people you can just wheel out and he'd be like, we're doing a thing and we're very excited to be working with Sony. Goodbye.
Wouldn't it be wicked if he said, I have decided to work alongside David Cage on Beyond Good Two Souls 2. We've got
exclusively to mobile devices. You know,
what was her name? Ellen Page.
Yeah.
She's not in it now because we modelled her tits.
Yeah.
But we've got another one. Don't worry, there are plenty more women that can take showers, and we'll put them in our games. And then David Cage will high five him, and then they will French kiss. And then walk off stage.
That'd be incredible.
We've not mentioned David Cage's new thing, whatever
What's
it
that?
is, with the robots.
I think there's a reason why we haven't mentioned it.
I'm just saying someone's going to show it, aren't they?
Definitely. We haven't actually mentioned the biggest thing, which is the new PS4.
Well, I got told off for mentioning the new Xbox, so keeping my mouth shut.
Well, obviously they're going to show it. I mean, what can you predict? Do I think it'll be out this year? Yeah, I mean, I deleted from my list when we were all talking about how obvious some of the predictions are that it'll be out in November. Yeah. I think
they bang that out in time for Christmas. I mean, we know Nintendo's left them an open goal, as they have done so for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But with like a new high power PS4 in November, and then possibly an Xbox Slim, out also this year. I mean, that's not going to be great, is it, for Microsoft? That's going to be piss poor, frankly.
I don't know. It depends because the way you got to think about it, Matt, is that I think if the Xbox One Slim comes in at cheaper than the PS4.5, then
it definitely will.
Public, no doubt which it will. Then public perception would be like, oh, Microsoft have announced their new console and PS4 have announced their new console, but the new Xbox is a lot cheaper than the new PS4.
But I still think people will say, oh, well, what is it? Oh, it's the same one you've got now, but smaller. Well, I'm not going to pay £200. I'm happy with the one I got now, frankly. And there's a better PS4. yeah, I'll get that because I love my
I
PS4.
don't know. I don't think that's how the
But then,
general public works.
like as a PS4 owner that doesn't have an Xbox One, if Sony go, look, we've got a slightly better PS4 and it's like £350, and it's all fuck off. But if Microsoft say we've got a slim Xbox One and it's a bit cheaper, it's like 200, 180, 200 quid.
I
It's like,
see the point.
okay, do you know what? Maybe it probably is time I got
also,
one.
I know we've already done the Microsoft stuff, but there's also the rumours of the streaming box thing as well, which I think is separate
It's
from.
just bizarre. That is just fucking weird. That I mean,
It's a
did they
good
not
idea,
see that?
though.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I
What?
definitely would buy one. It'd be really useful to be able to like play games on other TVs.
Yeah,
like,
but
around the house.
did you not see what happened to PlayStation TV?
Yeah, bomb.
Yeah,
Fucking
nothing
fell
really
to
happened with it.
pieces. It was awful.
I wasn't that bad. Just for some reason, no one bought.
No one wanted it.
Like
Yeah.
if I had kids and they wanted a console, shut up, you're having a PlayStation TV because they're cheap and they're fucking tiny and they actually. I mean, it's it's a Vita in a box, and there's plenty of good stuff for the Vita. Never mind being able to stream your PS4 to it. I think there's like a very specific situation where that is like the most useful thing on earth, but.
What, people with kids? Yeah, that is very specific.
You know
that.
what I mean? Dave.
It's true though,
It's such a niche market.
Because I often want to play games in other rooms in the house where the children aren't, and if I could
But what
do
you'll
that more
find is
easily.
that the technology's not there to do that yet. It's just
yeah,
not.
the fact is a lot of the streaming stuff just isn't. It's just
But it
far
does
from
because
perfect.
it works really well. Like if you stream to like stream to Windows 10 works really well. It's really
Is it,
solid.
what, in separate
Yeah.
rooms?
Yeah, I've used it like
Well,
quite
it's
a few
got to be
times.
better
It
than the
works really
PS4
well.
then, because if I stream to my MacBook, and if I go anywhere outside of my front room, it just goes no. Like,
Yeah, streaming to the Vita's piss as well.
And of course, the Wii U as well. As good as that's got that to the pad, you have to be within a fucking 5 meters of the Wii U for it to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not 100% convinced yet. I've not seen something work to the point where I'd be happy to just sit and play in another room. Although sad now, I haven't even got any tellies in any other room these days. Just the one.
I've got one last Sony one. If you care to listen to it. But basically, so PlayStation Now is obviously it's a thing, but it's in my mind, no one's really seems to be talking about it. I think, or I would like them to basically add a different subscription model. So maybe if you add like a few more pounds or this that, and the other to your PS Plus subscription, you get PS Now on top. I think it'd be like quite a nominal amount, or potentially they could combine PS Now and PS Plus. Maybe a certain subset of the library is also now part of PS Plus. I just think they're going to have to do something to make that much more part of the offering of PlayStation. And
yeah, because I don't know anyone
talking
who's
about it.
I don't know anyone who's actually paid for PS Now.
Yeah,
like it's a cool idea on paper, but
yeah, I'd like them to do something to combine the models, add the PS Plus, add different maybe between different tiers of PS Plus, maybe gold, silver, bronze. Although PS Plus Gold would be just confusing, but yeah.
PS Plus Gold. Yeah, I don't think they'll even mention PS Now. I don't think that'll get a mention. But there you go. Right, okay, what was next?
It's Nintendo.
See, Nintendo... Right, okay, can we get this straightened out?
I've got 4 predictions for Nintendo.
Hold on. Nintendo are showing off Zelda on a live stream, and there might be a new Pokemon there. Have I heard that right?
Yeah, well, there is one. Yeah, that's that's one of the
announced.
2 things they're definitely showing, is that and Zelda.
Right. So why are we predicting Nintendo? Have they got a Nintendo Direct?
No.
Well, they've got all they're saying
They've
is
got
that
something.
it's 2 Treehouse sessions, isn't it? Well, there's going to be other stuff, like unscripted stuff going on around it, but there's 2 main presentations, and yeah, one is Pokemon and Zelda, and then I don't think they really said what the other one was.
See, there's nothing then. Like, I mean, if they had something to show, they'd be setting up a Nintendo Direct. With no Nintendo Direct, what could we possibly be predicting here?
Well, I just felt bad leaving them out.
Is this
Same
basically
here.
where me and Farley just talk about how we hope they show the NX, and if they don't, we're going to cry?
So that's the thing. Like, I'd love them to just tease it, you know, but they won't. But then, the thing is, I was
Yeah,
thinking
the
about this
chances are
earlier. I was
so low.
thinking that maybe nothing is better than the terrible show from last year. Because that was just awful, and maybe it'd be better, to just have nothing.
Was it last year when they were just, or was it the year before, where they spent their whole Nintendo Direct saying, we haven't got time to fit everything in that we want to tell you today, but go to our website. And then they said that about 18 times. And I just thought, if you stop plugging your website for 5 minutes, you can actually tell us something. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. The only thing I've written down is new Mario 3D Land for the Wii U. I think that is literally the only thing that they could do to tide people over to the NX now.
I don't think they're going to do anything to tie people over to the NX.
I don't think they are either, but that was the only thing that comes to mind.
The 4 things I wrote down was they won't show anything, which is a bit of a shame. It's a shame. I would love them to to have faked everyone else out, to say, yeah, we're not showing NX, and then bam, there's NX. That would be incredible, but I can't see it happening, sadly.
Poor old Nintendo.
I just hope the rest of E3 is all right, so that, because if it's shit, I'm just going to be like, no, come on, Nintendo, we're going to pull it round at the end, and it's going to be all right, and I'm going to be happy again, and then they're just not going to do that. They're just
It's going to be it's depressing, isn't it? But hopefully, I want Nintendo to do well. I was saying to Joe the other day, I just wish there was more Mario games out for the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love that. I'd love to play a 3D Land 2. 3D World 2. Yeah. I'd love to play a new Mario game.
But this is the thing. Like, if they're not talking about the NX, then they're definitely not announcing anything new, are they? Basically,
no.
Because there's no way they're doing a new Mario for the Wii U now, apart from Paper
breaking
Mario.
my heart.
We'll probably see Paper Mario.
I can't believe it. There's been
Mario.
2 proper Mario platformers for this whole console.
They absolutely fucked it, though.
If you include Mario Maker. 3.
You don't. So, new Super Mario Bros. U and 3D World.
Mm.
There's new Super Luigi as well. But
if you can.
I was tempted to pick that up just to play something different, if I'm honest with you. Because I do like playing on the Wii U. There's no doubt about it, but there's just not enough to play on it. There's enough to play on it, but not enough that I want to play on it.
Did you ever play the Mario Galaxy games?
Yeah. I played them, but I absolutely despise the Wii Mote and Nunchuck controls. So
I wasn't a huge fan, but I only played the first one. The first one was absolutely incredible, and I generally wasn't really a fan of Waggle, although I did love my Wii. But Super Mario Galaxy is incredible. But if you've already played them, then ignore it.
Yeah, I played the first one quite a bit, but even though I just got to the point where I was like, I don't want to hold the fucking things separately. Fuck off, Nintendo. Stop forcing me to do things I don't want to do. Right, okay, let's go through some emails and some tweets, because we feel like we've spent on our predictions this year.
We've got some banger ones on listeners, haven't we, James?
Come on.
We have, we got quite a lot of stuff here. So Philip Walters, he's done a whole, every single one. Are we going to go through all of every single one, or
just go through them? Go through them quickly, and just say, me, Sean, and Matt will say yes or no.
Okay. So we got EA, Skate 4, Dead Space 4, some silly FIFA VR thing.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You say the name, and then we say yes or no.
What do you mean?
Let's just have a brief discussion. So, Skate 4, I would love it, but I just can't see him doing it. But someone needs to bring skating back in a good way. That's not Tony Hawk. But the previous Skate games were good, so yes.
Didn't sell too well, though, did they?
Bring it back. Big laugh.
So, no for Skate 4. Dead Space 4?
No, I don't think that's going to rip it.
I mean, they're obviously not going to kill the IP. The third one didn't do as well as the previous ones, but I can also see them. I can see them bring that back, definitely.
I can see them bringing it back as well. It's a brand, isn't it? People know what Dead Space is, and with the new shiny graphics, they could stick any old shit out and make it look good. So, and they'll come out and say, no, we're going back to our roots with this one. Forget Dead Space 3 ever happened. FIFA VR, I think there will be a football VR thing, but I don't think EA will be involved. I think that'll be Sony's own thing.
It'll be Virtua Soccer. That'll be back.
Bethesda.
Okay, so we've got Dishonored 2 with a release date.
Absolutely.
Fallout 4 DLC.
Isn't there enough DLC already?
Well, there's only one thing, but
Far Harbor,
two, isn't there? There's 2 things.
No, there's one so far, I think.
There's definitely more. The one on the ship and the one on the island.
Yeah, but have you spoken to people who like Fallout these days? They'll just keep buying it. They just don't give a fuck.
Good, fair point.
They don't give a fuck. There's Fallout owners.
Doom DLC.
Yeah, that's definitely coming, but it looks like it's going to be multiplayer, which is a shame.
Okay, right.
And then some Elder Scrolls tease.
I mean,
that's the point.
Elder Scrolls is the next one to do, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they might just be like, guys, remember Elder Scrolls Online? That's still, you haven't bought it yet. You can still buy that. That's like a new Elder Scrolls game, isn't
it? That's Tom Metric trying to get us all to buy 360s. Right, okay, we'll carry on.
Okay, so Microsoft, we got Halo 6.
No.
Well,
they ain't going to show Halo 6.
No, it's probably too soon. I'm a massive Halo fan. Halo 5 was rubbish, in my opinion. I was so disappointed with that.
They ain't going to show Halo 6. Maybe, but I heard rumours about maybe a Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much confirmed. Well, it's not confirmed, but I mean, all the stuff that's been leaked, I think that's pretty much a given.
Halo 6, no, not interested.
We've got that Rare Pirate game release date.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's going to get pushed back. I don't think they're anywhere near releasing that yet. That's going to be one of those games that seems to drag on.
Why do you say that? Just because we haven't seen anything since the last year?
Yep.
I totally even forgot that existed.
Yeah, and that's the other reason as well. I think they're going to really push it and make it try and make it a huge thing. And I think it would be too weird if they just went, okay, here's the release date now. I think there's a long way to go for that game.
Okay, then we got more HoloLens stuff that will never happen.
I think Microsoft have probably learned not to do that on stage, and
I've got a feeling they're not going to show HoloLens at all, or even talk about it. It's so far away.
Yeah. Then we got about 10 minutes dedicated to the Surface.
No,
only 10. Shame, but.
And then Xbox 1.5, obviously. Talk about that.
Okay, skip down to Sony now.
Okay, we've got COD Space 2.
Okay, they're definitely going to show that.
Yeah.
Right. We've got Last Guardian release date.
Yeah, we said that. Yeah, agree with that.
Final 15 news.
Final Fantasy. Do you reckon that's still a big thing that they're going to show off?
I don't think. Does anyone really care about Final Fantasy still?
Mate, it looks amazing. And the demo, the first demo that not everyone had access to was really good. And then the demo that everyone did have access to was fucking weird and didn't really explain the game properly. But yeah, no, Final Fantasy 15 might be fucking brilliant.
I've got no interest in that series at all. I'm so far removed from it. Not bothered.
There was announced today there's going to be a Final Fantasy 12 remake.
Yes.
High def. Yeah, so there's that, and also FF7. They're probably no doubt show more of that as well.
I've only ever finished one of the games, and it's the one that's not even very good from what I've heard, which was 10.
Oh, 10's good, man.
Really?
It's also the only one I finished, but...
Yeah. We've got to move this on. Let's go to the next email.
Okay, then we've got Alistair Wright. Okay, do you want me to read the whole of this out? Because it's massive.
No, tell you what, just sign it. Like, I don't understand what you want. Do you want me to read all of this? Yeah, read all of it out.
Do you want to read it, Dave?
No, you read it. This is your job.
Okay, for many moons I've thought about emailing into your various shows. Joypod, Midnight Resistance, Dark Calls. Oh no, you didn't mention that one. Some of the other ones that
not many
I never
people did.
I'm not bitter. I'm not even sure I have anything worthwhile to contribute. Other than that, I enjoy listening to you guys bumble your way through episodes. Please do not take that in the wrong way. You all have a passion for games. But like myself, the candle of youth and selfishness dwindles, and with it the time we have to dedicate to something up to date with all the games all the time. So, thanks for putting the podcast together. A question perhaps, Elmer.
Mate.
If you were forced to inhabit the body of the wife or partner of one of your cohorts, but were bound from ever revealing who you really were, who would it be?
Oh God! What the fuck?
That's messed up.
Podcast is over. I'll see you guys next week. I like the
fact that was like a really nicely worded email. He got his point across, and then just come up with that shit.
So it gets worse. The bit afterwards is even worse.
What read out?
A pounding from Michael. He's not here. A pounding from Michael. That's just okay. A tender embrace from Matt. It's like he knows you.
That is quite nice.
Yeah.
A comforting hug from Sean. Or the clammy fingers of Farley running through your hair are all points to consider. What the hell's that?
He's got you sus like that. Very clammy. That might be my favourite email we've ever received.
He knows.
I like the way all I'm in it for is hugs. Apparently, it's interesting.
I'm
just this asexual fucking I've got needs, mate.
You could not
He's
fuck
absolute
anything.
animal
Your
in the
needs
sheets.
consist solely of playing video games, and that's about it. I would take the form of Sean's wife, and
Thank you very much.
just so I could slip alcohol into his drinks when he wasn't looking. Try and turn him a bit normal. Just put like a fucking vodka in his cranberry juice or whatever shit he drinks.
Fucking cranberry juice.
That's what you
Right.
people drink, isn't it? You
people.
teetotalers. Yeah, I'd do that. That would be what I'd do. And every time, well, you know, as it's clear, he's got needs, but I don't think he acts on them enough. It's like a Mormon.
Okay, next letter, James. Please.
So awkward. I'm not. It's horrible. Anyway, okay. So we got Capone Adam. It's nice to hear from you. We got the various official game of E3 title will be either Battlefield 1 or the new Red Dead Redemption. But the real number one game of E3, according to gamers who truly love games, will be Zelda.
Okay, all right.
What do we think of Zelda? I mean, obviously it looked amazing last time it was shown, but do we think that whatever this 9-hour stream is going to show, it will keep looking amazing? I mean,
I think it will definitely look really good, and I think it will look like a lot of things that people want to play. But I think it's probably going to be a lot less impressive than Nintendo think it is, you know, compared with like other games that are coming out.
Well, when their leading point is, look at that mountain, you can go there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's 2016 now, Nintendo, come on.
I mean, as we've said before, whatever it is, it needs to be basically the best game ever made, or else I don't know what's going to happen to Nintendo. So, I mean, it doesn't inspire much confidence that the little teaser page for the E3 stuff is literally just that same screenshot that we were shown the other year in 2014. So.
So,
and
Sean,
the fact it's being developed into consoles at once.
Sorry, go on, Folly.
Yeah, okay, this is a serious, honest question.
Yeah.
How worried are you about Nintendo? Because I am quite worried, I'll be honest now.
I mean, it's like, I know they're not going to go under anytime soon because they're rich, but it's their decisions are seeming increasingly bizarre these days. I just hope there's a plan that we don't know.
I'm hoping the plan isn't Miitomo.
Well, yeah, that was it. They were banking it all on Miitomo. Yeah, it's just very difficult to understand what they think they're doing at the moment.
But I actually think the Miitomo thing is, I think we discussed this previously, but a good thing. I mean, it shows they are willing to experiment and learn and see what this social media thing's about and see what this mobile phone gaming thing's about. I mean, if they weren't doing that, I may well a little bit more worried, and they were just not saying anything and having a 9-hour Zelda stream, and that was it for E3. At least they're experimenting in some aspects of the company. But yeah, it does seem like a bit of a puzzling time. But when they do a shock announcement of NX next week, all will be forgiven.
Okay, so next we've got Sony will show a very, very short clip of The Last of Us 2 that will mostly just be voices and then a shot of a character.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm thinking as well. With you there, Capone.
Okay, Microsoft will announce Red Dead Redemption and that it's exclusive to Xbox One first.
Nope.
I could see that happening if Microsoft throw a lot of money at Rockstar.
There's absolutely no way. There's absolutely no way.
Rockstar would be crazy if they did that, but then also Microsoft paying $1 billion, and they're probably not going to say no, but it would be crazy. I mean,
there's no way they'll do that.
I'm not saying it'd be like a permanent exclusive, but as like a timed exclusive.
Nah, it won't happen. It won't happen. They have their worldwide launches, mate. That's how they do things now. They earn so much money from those things. Microsoft will not get their money back in return sales for Xbox One by chucking $1 billion at Rockstar. It's not going to happen. That's going to be all platforms. All at the same time.
I can maybe see some exclusive DLC, but not the full game. It's just it's just not worth it.
Okay, then we got the PS4 version of last year's Tomb Raider will be announced. With all the
They're
DLC.
not going to announce that, are they?
No,
with all the DLC and an extra PS4 exclusive short campaign.
Well, it'll have all the DLC in it, definitely, and maybe a few extra tombs. I think that'll be that. But yeah,
This one's pretty good.
PS4 owners, right? Definitely get it. It's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant, yeah. It's so weird that that's not out on PS4 though, do you not think?
Yeah, it's weird. It is bizarre. I know. I'm really interested to see what the reaction is going to be like when it does come out.
I think no one will even. I don't think anyone will even realise.
It's different enough from Uncharted to not be directly compared to it. You know, it doesn't look quite as good. I just think Sony have
got to really advertise the fuck out of it to get anyone to notice. I think people think, oh, Tomb Raider, no, I think people just assume it's no game unless.
And why would they? Knowing that was it Crystal Dynamics that they just said, like they sided with Microsoft. Why would they market the shit out of that game? I don't think they would. I think they'd be more interested in pushing Uncharted over Christmas. Funnily enough. Okay.
And we got Konami will announce a new game and get booed off the stage.
That would be brilliant.
I'd enjoy that. It won't happen. Nerds are too self-conscious now. There'll be one in the middle of them going, "Come on, think of his feelings."
Okay, James.
Okay, there will be a disappointing Shenmue 3 video that shows no sense of gameplay, just false representations of how great the game will look.
Well, that music and leaves falling
I can see
down.
That.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
That's pretty much certain.
Not up for it, but I can see it.
Yeah.
Microsoft will announce a VR device for Xbox One. Yeah, we've already gone over that. This one's pretty good as well. We've got Sean Murray will demo No Man's Sky and yet again zoom in and out of the entire universe to just show how big the universe is. Then announce on stage that he didn't just make one universe or even two, but actually he made millions of them and continues to zoom out even further and further than ever before. Each tiny little star is the size of what we previously believed the game to be.
That would be amazing.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
I'd be so frustrated if he did that.
I mean, they've already said that like 99% of the planets are never even going to be seen.
Yeah, which is a ridiculous thing, technically. So what's the point? I want the time of seeing a planet where maybe Sean or Dave has visited. Like, I just feel like I'm just going to be alone in the universe if I never see anyone else, and every single planet is just, please name this planet or universe or whatever.
It's like buying 8 cats, naming them all, but all your family and friends are dead.
It's just like that, yeah. Next thing Dave has no breakdown.
I just had a thought. Do you reckon they'll show Minecraft VR for PlayStation VR?
Yeah, probably.
Microsoft
Why not?
own Minecraft.
They own it?
Yeah, they bought that.
I did not know that. Then definitely not. David. Next email.
Okay, so we've got Kurt Lewin, who says, this is more of a hope than a prediction, but I really hope that if Rockstar are going to announce one game, that it will be Bully over Red Dead.
Get out,
As much as I love Red Dead, I think it will just be another huge open world with the usual Rockstar polish. I think Bully has more potential than Red Dead, as even though it will be set in and around the school again, the environment doesn't have to be as sprawling, allowing Rockstar to focus on the story, characters, and creating more things to do. Bully was small in comparison to their other games, but there was a lot to see in doing it. We have had a prep school, and I'd love to see a Bully set in a public school in Britain. It'd be great if both were announced for release at different points of 2017. After all, Rockstar have lots of studios that we haven't heard anything from in years, unless they're just making DLC for GTA Online.
I would much prefer Bully 2 than Red Dead 2 at this point.
I kind of would as well.
A lot more interesting. Yeah. Okay, right. So let's go through the tweets as quick as we can because we're running long.
Yeah, I'm dying here, lads, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Steve Mitchell says Sony will pimp PS4.5, MS will announce Oculus VR partnership, and Nintendo will announce a delay to Zelda and show nothing.
Yeah, absolutely nailed that, Steve.
I can totally imagine them doing another delay for Zelda. They'll be like, it's coming at the end of 2017. Is the thing now.
I think we should refer to Steve Mitchell as man of the people Steve Mitchell there, because that pretty much sums up everything I've read from everyone. Next.
Okay, this is from Klinklang 1968. I love the style of your graphic. Can I ask what software you used to create it?
Why have you put that in there, James?
I don't know. It was a question.
I mean, the answer.
I'm going to say, the answer is almost definitely Photoshop.
Yeah. James,
or Illustrator or InDesign at a push.
It's David. Yeah. It's a change of pace.
This is why we asked you to do this before.
I wasn't paying attention. I'll be honest. I was just copying and pasting as quickly as I could, and. Yeah.
We've got another one here. We've got another question here. Would you like free iPad? Please complete survey for details. Thank you for that
one. I actually would. Could you send me the link for that, please?
Yeah, I will, yeah.
Nice one, thank you.
Go on.
Okay, then we've got Alex 79 UK. He's got like a whole ton of predictions. We've got Horizon release date. It says Sony Horizon release date.
No. Well,
is he talking about Horizon Zero? No, what's it called?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's the one
Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, that's already been delayed, so that's gone.
Final Fantasy VII Episode 1 release date?
I don't think we're ready for a release date yet. I don't think we'll see a release date yet. No, we'll see more gameplay before.
Then we got Rockstar Bully 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, and an outside chance Max Payne 4.
No chance Max Payne 4. I can see Red Dead or Bully. We've spoken about that enough, though. But yeah, go on.
Okay, and we've got also another disaster from Nintendo. Nothing to see here. NX will be their death knell, then hopefully Mario on PS4. See, that just annoys me. But, you know,
Why does that annoy you?
Because it's that whole thing of like, why don't they just go third party? And it's like, no. It's like, why don't you just buy their console and play their games if you want to play their games? You know, just
right. Okay. I honestly believe Nintendo will be dead before they go third party. There's no way that they would do it. Too much pride. They would never do that. But imagine a fucking Mario game with the power of a PS4.
Yeah, but I just don't think it would work out that well. I mean, look what happened to Sega. I mean, all of those, they all just, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but Nintendo have got stronger IPs than Sega did, right? I mean, Sonic was already a joke by the time that they were bringing it out on other consoles.
Okay, then we got also...
Okay. Just going to let that linger there.
I'm just going to let that go, because I can't be bothered to argue with you. We got also Sega PSP. Don't know what that means.
Read it.
He's got
explain.
Yeah, if you read the words after...
Personal Saturn projector. It's a pocket Saturn console with the ability to project HD images on wall. That sounds terrible.
Day one, Alex. I will buy that for £400.
Do you know what would be good if the projector was in the pad that you carry with you? So, like when you're playing, like you're constantly shaking the screen.
You've got to stay absolutely still.
That would be amazing. My dad wouldn't be able to play it because whenever he plays a game, he literally tilts the pad no matter what he's doing.
Classic dad.
So it's got a projector in the pad, but also the pad's motion sensitive, and there's a lot of waggle games.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, you say that could work, because then if you tilt it, then it can sort of counter-rotate the image on the thing.
What if like there's like a fucking Wii tennis game on there? I can't see the screen on the wall because I'm watching it.
So you've got to hold it, point it at the wall, wait for the ball to come at you, and then pull it away and hit it and hope that you...
It'd be like the old days when the TVs were made of glass and you had to constantly shut your curtains to see it.
Well, I mean, regarding curtains, my neighbours just see me basically, essentially running around the room, throwing a torch anywhere. That's basically what it's going to look like. But
they ring the police again because they think you're being burgled again.
Yeah. There's lots of torches. No, he's playing his Sega PSP.
I always get freaked out about that. Like when I go to bed, I turn all the lights off in the house and I use the light on my phone.
Yeah, I do that too.
To make my way to the bedroom and into bed and stuff. And I just constantly wonder, like, because when I was growing up, there was always like my mum and my nan would always like look over and go, "Oh, someone using a torch in there. Should we call the police?" Like that was an old school theory that if you saw someone using a torch in a dark house, they would definitely be burgled. And I've just got this horrible feeling that an old dear is looking out and seeing me clambering into bed and phoning the old bills to get down here as soon as they can. Genuine fear. Next tweet.
Okay, and then his last one is also Shenmue 3 video game cancelled. Kickstarter money used to fund Shenmue Pachinko machine. Crowd goes wild.
That would be beautiful. I would like that just to see the reaction.
No, would not like that.
Did not like that one. Right, okay, next one.
Alabaster Mage says Bethesda to announce a Quake reboot. I think that's
too soon after the success of Doom. I think that will happen, but not right now.
I think you're right.
And then last one we got is Adablack, who says, I reckon a new expansion for GTA 5 will be announced and it'll come out that day.
Whoa. That'd be cool. They're always the best reveals, aren't they? Like, this stuff that's like not even necessarily mind-blowing, but it's just like, hey, that's pretty cool. I guess I'll enjoy that. It says, oh my God, it's out today. This is incredible. Like, it's just an excellent way to make all right news suddenly brilliant.
Am I being crazy and just like not thinking about Rockstar in the right way? Because to me, that's just not their style. Like where are the massive long,
they always
trailer videos
ages,
with music and all that sort of shit.
especially with story-based stuff. I mean, if it was like, GTA Online stuff, they tend to just shove that stuff out and money just rolls in. But yeah, with the single-player content, it's like you say, there's months of trailers and like showing off all the story bits.
Wouldn't be surprised in a new GTA 5 expansion, though. I genuinely wouldn't. I think they're more likely to announce that at an E3 than a completely new game, if you know what I mean. Right. That's all your predictions. Thanks for sending them in. What we'll do is that we'll probably not go over it all next week because there's going to be a lot to talk about, but maybe the week after we can have a little look back and see what people got right and what people got hilariously wrong. Although James played it so safe with his predictions this week that he's going to try and claim some sort of fucking victory.
It's true. I'm already writing my speech about how you were wrong about everything. That's right.
Yeah, but you can only be wrong if you put yourself out there. You can't just go, well, there'll probably be a new PS4, I reckon. Do you know what I mean? It's not really got the same oomph to a prediction. Matt was going, there'll probably be an exclusive game for PSVR.
Look, that was the only week when I had. The rest of all solid bangers.
He did come out with some bangers. Right, okay, let's do the social media bullshit.
Right, this show's on iTunes, if you didn't already know. Please subscribe and leave us a review. We're also on Overcast, Pocket Casts, Tuning Radio and Stitcher. We're also on Acast now, which is something I did whilst the house was being burgled.
Oh, wicked, we're on a cast.
Yeah, you can email us. Some people are actually emailing us now. It's amazing. Just email thecomputergameshow@gmail.com.
It's amazing.
It is amazing. We've got 4 this week.
I like how we've been asking people for emails for ages. Now that we've got a few, it's, do we have to read this out?
Yeah, I know. Fucking James, man. Lazy bastard.
I'll start reading emails. We're on Twitter. We're at ComputerGamePod. We want to hear, you tweeting us during the E3 conferences if you're wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning. I'll definitely want to see that because I might be doing some tweets on that account. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/computergameshow, but Facebook has 0 engagement, so just ignore that. We're at youtube.com/thecomputergameshow, which is where you find episodes of the show every Wednesday, and streaming if and when it ever happens. And we're at twitch.tv/thecomputergameshow. On Twitter.
The beauty of that speech there, Matt, about what we're on and how you can listen to us is that you'll only hear that speech if you know how to find us and listen to us. You know what I mean? What's the point in that?
What's that?
Well, you're saying, we're on this and we're on that, but then they're already listening to the show, so.
Yeah, but they might want to follow us on Twitch.
No, okay, forget it. Whatever. Go on.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying, Sean, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Thanks. Right, go on, Matt.
I think Sean's being polite. I don't think he did get you.
Obviously, there's an outside chance that someone's just listening on the website and thinking, "Well, this is a pain in the arse."
Who does that?
And then I don't know.
But someone might not be following us on Twitter, which we're at Computer Game.
No, I get that stuff. Yeah, fine. Follow us on Twitter and all that. But we're on Stitcher and TuneIn Radio.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're there. Just do what you want.
Right, anyway, everyone, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, probably a day later than we usually are. So these come out on Wednesdays. Our E3 show might not come out until Thursday because we're recording a day later on the Tuesday. So thanks for listening and thanks for living it. And we'll catch you another time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.